welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you 7 stretches that I think you should do absolutely every single day. As we all know, stretching is so important for the longevity of our bodies, and if we just take 5 minutes out of every day to stretch, we're going to feel so much better. So this is a really quick stretch routine that you can throw into your morning, the middle of your work day, or in the evening before you go to bed. You don't need any equipment, just something soft beneath you. And without further ado, let's get to it. All right, so first stretch is a lunge. You're gonna step your right foot forward, leaning down deep into this lunge and pressing your hips forward. So this is gonna stretch out our hip flexors. And I think this is so important because a lot of us are sitting every day and our hip flexors are contracted all the time. So stretching this out is gonna feel amazing. If you want to increase the stretch here, you can lift up that arm and reach up and over. Good, slowly coming back to center. Hands on either side. We're going to swap the leg out, bringing our left leg forward. Sitting deep into that lunge. You can stay here with your hands on your knee, or feel free to bring the arm up and stretching the hip flexor even more. Good, slowly coming back to center. Next up, we're gonna sit down on our buns. You're gonna stretch your feet out in front of you. So legs are straight. You're gonna bring your right leg up and over. Then you're going to bring the knee in close to the chest and twist. So you wanna make sure that you're sitting right on top of this hip. Your hip is driving down into the floor and we're twisting. So you'll feel that stretch in the glute. Try to make sure that your back is nice and flat here and you're pressing your shoulder blades down. Good, and slowly release. We're gonna switch legs, bring the left leg up and over. Again, making sure we're sitting right on top of those hips. Bringing the knee into the chest and twist. Good, and slowly release. Next up, we're going to stay down here on the ground. We're going to come into a butterfly position. So you're going to bring the soles of your feet together and let those knees fall open. Again, lift that booty and make sure that you're sitting right on top of those hips. So try and send the booty back a little bit, and you want to keep your back flat. So keep it as straight as possible. This stretch is going to look different for everybody. Some of us might be up here, some of us might be completely flat. It's all going to depend on our hip flexibility. I love this stretch. This is a stretch that we were taught from a very young age when I took dance. This is probably the first stretch that we ever do. And it's to really help open up those hips. And again, a lot of us are sitting with our hips contracted all day. Not a lot of us are spending time opening up our hips every day. So I love doing this stretch. It's a really great hip relief. So try not to pull up on these toes. You want to keep the feet flat on the floor. If it helps, you can grab onto the ankles and keep your back straight like that. Try to let those knees down to the floor as you can. Good. Slowly release, bring those knees back together. You can do this next stretch standing, you can do this on your knees. I'm gonna do it on my knees. We're gonna focus on opening up the chest. Another thing that we all do every day is sit, and we sit with our backs hunched. So our hips are contracted, our upper body is hunched, and we don't spend time doing the opposite. So we're gonna spend a few seconds here opening up that chest. You're gonna clasp your hands behind your head. We're gonna first contract forward, bringing the elbows in front of us. Then we're going to do the opposite. Open those elbows up, open the chest, and lift your gaze toward the ceiling. Try and let those elbows fall out as far as possible. And we're gonna do that a couple times. Good, last time. And slowly releasing, coming back down to center. Next up, we're gonna stretch out our shoulders and our neck. So we're gonna do the regular old shoulder stretch, but as you're doing this, I want you to think about pressing the shoulder blades down the back. So keeping the shoulders pressed down as far as possible. And then from here, if it feels comfortable for you, you can stretch out the neck. I absolutely love this stretch, especially if I'm sitting at my computer all day. Pressing the shoulders down and stretching out that neck just feels so good. So don't push yourself too far, just let that head kind of hang to the side. Slowly bring back up to center. Release those arms, give them a couple swings. Good, and bringing the left arm across, same thing, press those shoulders down. And then let the head fall to the side. Give those arms a couple swings. We have 2 more stretches. Next up, we're going to stretch out our hamstrings. A lot of our lower back pain is usually caused by really tight hamstrings, and I know that this is probably everybody's least favorite muscle to stretch because it hurts. So a lot of us avoid doing it, even myself. So we're gonna do it today together. We're gonna come down into a crouched position, and when you send your booty up, I want you to think about keeping your upper body as close to your quads as possible. Try and keep a flat back as we're doing this. So you're gonna come down, send the legs up, or send the booty up. Hold for a couple seconds, and then come back down. You can do this as many times as you like. You can hold for as long as you like. If you feel the stretch and your legs are still bent, feel free to just hold here. Again, try and keep your upper body close to your legs and let the upper body feel heavy. do this a couple more times. Good. Our last stretch, this is probably my favorite stretch, and I love ending my workouts or my stretch session off with this. We're going to do a cobra pose into a child's pose position, and I'm going to try and do this without moving my puppy. So you're going to come down. I might have to. You're going to have to move me. You're taking up just a little bit too much space. You're going to come down into a cobra position. So you're going to let those hips fall down into the floor. This is really stretching out the hip flexors, and we're going to press those shoulder blades down here as well. Then from here, you're going to roll through the spine. So we're really lubricating that spine, coming back down into a child's pose. From here, you can let the knees fall open and reach those fingertips towards the top of your mat. And then same thing, rolling through that spine, coming back down into cobra. You can do this as many times as feels comfortable. You can go as fast or as slow as you want. And then in this child's pose position, you can hold here and move from side to side and stretch out those sides, or you can just hold, take some deep breaths. Good, and slowly walk yourself back up. And that is it, guys. That is a quick little stretch routine. Those are 7 stretches that you should be doing absolutely every single day. I challenge you to do this every day for 30 days, then come back to this comment section and tell me if you've noticed a difference. If you enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up for me. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so you don't miss another video from me, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.